What's going on once again? Welcome to another exciting episode of 101 Talk. It's your boy Pico the City Brown. How everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a blessed day and I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. John Wick came out yesterday, so no spoilers. I haven't seen it yet, so if anybody went to go see it, I hope it was a good movie from. But then again, it's John Wick, so that's without a shadow of a doubt. But you already know how we do it before we start the show. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, feel free to run on over there and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification. That's Pico the City Brown 101 Talk PTSD. Like I just said, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button. You can also follow me on TikTok at Pico City. Hit the follow button. You can follow me on that as well. I'm sorry about that. And yeah, that's pretty much what's going on right about now. But I got a pretty interesting topic today. I was doing some running around on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, and it was this woman. She was talking about that if you're in a relationship with a man, or if a man's in a relationship with a woman, well, she was pretty much saying men. She was talking about men in general, about these are the things that men should do if she's with a guy, or with a woman is with a guy. So I'm just throwing the category man in there because I don't want nobody to come in on this live and get the wrong information that I'm always talking about women. But then again, at the same time, these are women. These are women that's posting this stuff. So I can't talk about them because I'm not making this up. I can say if I was making it up, I'm not talking about them at all. I'm just telling people what they see. I mean, what I'm seeing on YouTube and stuff like that. So she was saying, well, in other words, ladies, if you're dating a guy and he don't pay the bills, that's husband or boyfriend, not some of the bills. She said, if you're dating a guy, he don't pay all the bills. That's including boyfriend or husband. Let him go. Walk out. Just let him go. Don't care what he say. If he tell you he's not comfortable with you wearing certain clothes, in other words, she was saying, put the tightest thing on you can find, the shortest dress with the most cutout parts, and walk in front of him and walk out the door, and he asks you where you're going. Just simply tell him, I'm going out with friends. I'll call you. Now, this is what I mean when I be talking about certain situations get out of hand. They definitely get out of hand majority of the time. And if you going into something with that type of energy, that's pretty much on you, because shouldn't nobody in their right mind, man or woman, should have that much capacity in somebody's life, or that much power in somebody's life to tell them, if you're not going to pay all my bills, this is useless. If you're not going to pay all my bills, I'll find somebody who's going to pay all my bills. And stuff like that usually don't lead to nothing, because if you're out there dating, man or woman, if you're out there dating and you come with that attitude that I want you to pay all my bills, well, 9 times out of 10, you're not in it for you're not in it for love and long term, or trying to find somebody to marry or a lifetime partner, whatever you want to call it. You're not in it for that. And that's pretty much an instrument for destruction, whether we like it or not. Whether we like it or not, it is. So, I don't know what happened to music. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. But as I was saying, these are people that want relationships and they trying to be the boss babes and stuff like that. Dude, this is 2023. Boss babes are done. Boss babes are done, because when it's all said and done, all of us is going to have to go back to each other, whether we like it or not. So we can sit up here and say, this is what I want. And it's, like I said before, it's okay for everybody to have a preference. That's not a problem. Anybody can have a preference. But if you want somebody to pay all of your stuff, all of your, I mean, every bill you get, he has to want to, I mean, with every bill you get, you want him to pay it. Or if not, leave him. Or this isn't going anywhere. That's crazy. Because now you want somebody to cater to all your needs. So don't ever, to all the fellas, don't ever get in a relationship with a woman that wants you to just take care of her and only her. Because in a lot of relationships, lots of women don't understand the qualifications of being in a relationship because they want you to cater to them and only them. They'll throw out a few pebbles and breadcrumbs for you every once in a while. Yeah, they will. But is it enough? Like I said a couple of podcasts ago, we was taught that you do what you have to do to get a woman, and it's not necessarily like that. If she's going, will she do for you as you do for her? Even if you have the bigger heart, or even if she have the bigger heart, think you make room for more. So to all the fellas, don't ever go in a relationship thinking, well, she's my woman, I have to cater to her every need. You cater to nobody's need. You don't even cater to your wife's every need. That you don't do. Okay, because there's a time and place for everything. But this is what happened when we spoil women, and then they take that genre and cast it upon themselves. When this is what they want out of every guy. If you don't fit this certain criteria, I can't be with you. And why is that? It's because you won't be because of my money situation or my status. Nobody's happy. So if you're out there dating guys, or guys, you out there dating women, and you want them to do everything for you, and if not, you'll just find somebody else. Now, when I say that goes to a certain extent. Okay, you might not want nobody to cheat on you. That's fine. Or you might not want nobody to abuse you physically, mentally, or something like that. Of course, if those things happen, then yes, you should move on. You should move on. You shouldn't tolerate it at all. You shouldn't wait till we get 5 years down to 5 years later and he's still treating you like crap, and now you want to walk away. No, just walk away. But those are legit reasons to walk away from somebody if they're abusing you mentally, physically, or cheating on you and stuff like that. Yeah, then leave. But if you're with a guy and you like, hey, ain't you gonna pay my car note? He like, no, I can barely pay my own car note. Well, I don't see this working. So why did you get with me again? So that means I have to pay your car note. And if I don't pay my car note, they're coming to repo me. And I'm just out of luck because you should drive. But before I got with you, you were paying your own bills. You was doing this, that, and the other. But now you got a boyfriend. You want to pocket your money. And it shouldn't be like that, man. It really shouldn't be like that. Maybe I'm preaching to the choir. Hey, maybe not. But I know it's a two-way street when it comes to relationships. If you want him to treat you nice, treat him nice. You know, treat him nice too, because like I said earlier, think you make room for more, man, whether we like it or not. It does. So what's good for the goose? Like I always say, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. People do things just to get points over you. You know, to get brownie points, like, well, I did this. You should never go in a relationship expecting to outdo each other. That's man and woman. Never do that. Because if you're going in with that type of tone, you're going to mess up for yourself. No, there's certain things you can do in a relationship. There's certain things you can't do in a relationship. You can't to the sisters, you can't dress provocative in a relationship if you're a guy. Now, hear me out first. If your guy don't want you to dress like that, or your husband don't want you to dress like that, then you shouldn't dress like that. I saw this thing on TikTok that this guy was asking this couple, what was he asking? Make a long story short, he was asking her, is it cool to wear what she want to wear? And she would, before he could say anything, she was like, yeah. If I want to wear a something shirt, I can do that. And if I want to go out with my dress halfway, mini skirt, mini dress, whatever you call it, he ain't got nothing to say. And he just butt in like, man, look, them days is gone. He said, if in other words, if I catch you dressing like that, we're done. Because don't nobody want a woman to be like that. I can say this till I'm blue in the face. No, there's a thing called nice dressing up, casually and dressing up nice, or dressing up like a woman of the night. And why is it that dressing up like a woman of the night is sexy? Why? That's the same thing with a guy wearing a guy actually wearing tight jeans. What guy would want to wear tight jeans? I'm talking about a straight guy. I ain't talking about the other guys, the other people, because they got their own world. But no, you don't have to walk out with your breasts halfway out, and if you sneeze too hard, your dress gonna fly off. Those are not attributes of a woman. But then again, at the same time, if I say something like this, I'm talking negative toward women. No, women talk negative toward yourselves because y'all let this stuff go too far. That's why all these young sisters have no female role models in their life, because the mothers and the daughters are dressing alike. These guys are pretty much competing for the same men. The daughters go to the clubs and do what they do. The mothers go to the club with the daughters and do what they do. So y'all both twerking and want the attention of young guys. Now, I can understand the daughter, but mothers shouldn't hang out with their daughters. Fathers shouldn't hang out with their sons. Unless it's a family thing, that's not a problem. But going to clubs with your kids and smoking weed with your kids, those are bad signs, man. Whether we like it or not, those are bad signs. Just like the black culture. Have anybody ever sat down and said, you know what? Why has the black culture always got to be dressing sexy, provocative dancing, rap music? That's not black culture, man. We're better than that. We got some good people under our belts, and our ancestors, they didn't play basketball. I mean, not basketball, but they wasn't rappers. No, but we quick to say that. Oh, that's our culture. No, you know what your culture is? Your culture is getting close to the Lord. That's black culture. It's common sense, people. That's what you call black culture. Because if you're made to serve God, that's your culture line right there. But everything that considers a black culture is symbolizing sex. Is symbolizing sex, no matter what it is. Hey, Aisha, how you doing? And it really shouldn't be like that, but it's like that, and we get along with it so great. That's our birthright, though. We've been doing this. Our ancestors. I seen this thing on YouTube a couple of years ago. Our ancestors was twerkers. It's in our culture. No, anything that's sinful, that's not your culture. That's a sinful culture. But they throw it in your face, and we just take it right on in, like, oh yeah, that's what we like. Nobody has sense to wake up out this chain and say, hey, that's not us, man. That's not us. Although black rappers are the best rappers, but let's not just be known to be rappers or basketball players. Let's not just be known for that. This world is big, man. None of that stuff gets you closer to God. None of it. So we can rap all day. We can curse women out all day. That stuff don't get you closer to God. But yet again, The black culture is frowned upon because we don't know what we are until it's too late. So why is that? I have no idea. But it's like everything bad, we idolize it and symbolize it. That's us. That's just us, man. The baggy jeans, or that's our culture, or just everything, the weed, everything. That's just us. So how do you think other races look at us? Because you don't see other races pretty much doing the same thing we do. They do it, but we're on the grand scale, man. We hold a torch for anything negative. The brothers and the sisters. You can't tell the guys nothing just as well as you can't tell the women nothing. It's a two-way street. And have anybody ever stopped and thought and say, hey, you know what? We've been here all these years and none of us really never prospered. What are we doing wrong? So we got to be doing something wrong. I mean, I don't know. You tell me, maybe I'm wrong in the situation. But it is what it is, man. We just, I don't know. We got the stupidest things and call it our birthright. Nobody never said, well, keeping the laws is our culture. Getting close to God is our culture. Reading the Bible, that's black people's culture. No, we jump over all of that and we go right to the negative. And when you jump in and try to correct somebody's mistakes, they hate you for it. They hate you for it. And that's with brothers and sisters. If the sister jump in and try to correct another sister, she's not going to like her anymore. If a brother jump in and try to correct another brother, he's not going to like them anymore. Oh man, you tripping. Dude, I'm trying to get you right. You know, it's okay to take constructive criticism from somebody, man. That don't mean they're judging you. Ooh, man, come on. That just means they're trying to put you on the right path, man. That's all it is. That's all it is. Put you on the right path, see how far you go with this thing. But we quick to jump up and say, oh, you can't tell me what to do. You judging me and this just me. This is what I do. No, but what you do is ignorance. And ignorance is pretty much all most black people can do, because we do ignorant things. Look at the brothers out there killing each other unaliving each other left and right. That's ignorance. Women having babies by all these different guys just to get bigger child support checks and get money on their link. That's ignorance. Yeah, no one wants to listen, Miss. You're right, Aisha. Nobody wants to listen. Instead of the mamas sitting their daughter, even if the father's not there, instead of the mamas sitting their daughters down and telling them, hey, you got to grow up one day. Life ain't always about having fun. Guess what? There's a real world out there, and it will eat you alive. But no, a child can get pregnant at a young age, and they tell the mother, and the mother is getting ready to throw them baby showers and stuff. Ignorance. It's ignorant. I don't care how you call it. It's ignorant. Now I can see if she's 19 to 20 or something, but 14, 15, 16. Oh, well, we finna have a grandbaby. I'm so happy. And getting back now what you're doing is you're accepting her flaw. That's what you're doing. You're accepting that young woman's flaw. And when you accept her flaw, now she's got to thinking like, I didn't do nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. And then guess what? Here come baby number 2 by another guy. Because they saw you do it. And your mama wasn't there to chastise you and say, hey, stop having these kids, you fool. That man may leave you one day and you're going to be stuck with all them kids. But yet we praise pregnancy. And I see the brothers doing it too. We praise pregnancy. Why? Yes, marriage is a beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong. I mean, not marriage, I'm sorry. Having kids is a beautiful thing, but when you're having kids at 15, 16, and the first thing we say is, well, that's the way the world is now. That ain't the way the world is. That's the way your world is. These kids having babies and the mamas is getting ready to throw big baby showers and gender reveals and all this. And this kid is like 15. Who that, Rod? What's good, bro? How you feeling, man? And these kids is 15, 16. They fresh in high school. And the mamas is throwing them baby showers and, like I said, gender reveals and getting t-shirts and stuff made and my baby finna have a baby. That's not good. But then again, this is what everybody say. This is part of our culture. This isn't our culture. No. Even if she do go, I'm not gonna say make a mistake, but because if you're having sex and you have a child, that's not a mistake. You knew what you were doing. Sex is premeditated. What's wrong with you telling your daughter, gee, I ain't gonna even lie to you. It went from 100% to like 50% now. You can screw your life up now because you might drop out of school. The guy that got you pregnant, he might not want to be here anymore. He might go get another girlfriend. He might get her pregnant. He might not, but you're going to see him with her. That's going to make you even madder because you got to raise this child on your own. Nobody tell their kids that. I haven't seen a mother yet to tell their kids, you know what? I had y'all. I wasn't married by none of y'all dads. Don't do what I did. Don't do that. Don't go out there and have all these boyfriends and they get you knocked up and they don't want to marry you or y'all didn't had babies before marriage. Don't do what I did. No, but guess what we do? We praise them. You're not supposed to praise, the mother's not supposed to praise herself. She's sure the hell not supposed to praise her children. Same thing with a guy. Dad, I got babies on the way. Oh man, and he's a young cat. You shouldn't, that's nothing to be proud of. That ain't nothing. That's nothing to be happy about. Bro, why you didn't listen to me, man? Why you didn't listen? When my old man found out that my daughter was on the way, he wasn't happy. He didn't say, and guess what? I was in my 20s. He didn't say, you know what? I'm proud of you, son. Oh, well, you got a baby on the way. No, he was like, bro, you messed your life up. And he was right. He was right. Because everybody, babies are beautiful. Don't get me wrong. They cute. They're cuddly. They're beautiful. They got the big jaws. But guess what? That's your child. And when you bring a baby into the world, guess what? Either two things gonna happen with those feelings for that guy. Either they're gonna die or they're gonna get stronger. And 9 times out of 10, they're gonna get stronger. You can play cock of the walk all you want to. You're a woman. You can, oh no, that's your kid's father. Whether we like it or not. Because if you want to play cock of the walk, that means you're better than what the Creator made you to be. Hey, Clem, how you doing? No. You hear a lot of women say, and I said this before, you hear a lot of women say that. Oh, I hate my baby daddy, or girl, I don't even look at him like that. They're nothing. I'm not going to call them liars because sometimes it do work, but you don't have to hate them. I got a lot of, everybody know I got a lot of kids. Not one woman I had a child by, I wouldn't say, well, I hate them. Oh, no. Now, we might not get along. Now, I'm not saying we don't. I'm just saying we might not get along. But I don't hate them, because if I hate them, I got to hate my child because my child came from them. Why would I want to hate them for? They didn't put some sleeping potion in my drink and I went to sleep and I woke up and ta-da. No, I participated just like they did. So no, I don't hate anybody. I don't hate none of them. I really don't hate anybody. I get along with anybody. But there's nothing to be praised. But we have more praise and gender reveals, baby showers, divorce parties. That's not good. First of all, why would you be happy you're getting a divorce? Even if the guy isn't what you thought he was abusive. Even if he was abusive and you go your way, just go your way. Go to court, get the paper, get it finalized. You divorce, you go across the street, he go the other way. It's over. What's the purpose of a divorce party? See, once again, we praise things that's frowned upon. And I've said this 100 times. A divorce isn't a good thing. A divorce is, we failed. Not you, not me. We both failed. Because when you get married, the purpose of getting married is to stay together. It didn't say get married, but if you get divorced within 4 years, it's a pass. No, you failed. And that's what anybody that got a divorce for the wrong reasons. Now, beating, like I said, abuse and all that stuff, yes. But then again, I have to look at it like this. You knew this guy was a boxer of women before you got with him. So if I'm beating the crap out of you and I say, babe, will you marry me? And you be like, oh my God, yes. Expect me to beat you up again. It's just the fact that we're married now. So expect it. You think a ring changes somebody from punching you in the face? No. It never did, and it never will. We say it all the time. You know them cats is toxic. They so toxic. They got green ooze and smoke coming up out of them like them barrels you see on TV, them toxic barrels and stuff like that. But then again, you went, well, oh, they got married. You were like, what? What? Wait, they got married? And guess what? The beating continues. But these are the things that attracts us and make the other person look more appealing and sexy, and they beating you up, and now you think they love you because they showing you how they feel about you. Love hurts, but you know what else hurts? A broken jaw, a black eye. That hurts worse than love. I'd rather have a broken heart than a broken arm. Believe me. So we got to stop praising the stuff that's not supposed to be praised. We need to stop doing this. I was watching the paternity court, I think. It was just like a little short. And it was like, when it comes to such and such, bro, you're not the father. He just stood there. Tears came out his ass. He started crying. But he didn't jump. He didn't act the fool. He just was like, man, you can see the look on his face like, bro, I was hurt. I thought this was my kid. The woman started crying. Everybody ran over to her to see was she okay. You lied to him and said that was his kid. Why nobody's helping him? Because when it comes to the real world, people, and I'm just going to be honest, if you're a man, your life means spit. Because remember, you have to cater to a woman. They all ran to her. Oh, baby, it's going to be okay. What you mean, baby, it's going to be okay? She told me this was my kid. We took a test. It's not my kid. Now I'm hurt. I got tears coming out of my eyes, but nobody came over there to help me. Nobody. But then again, you wonder why things don't go as planned when it comes to relationships. Brothers are actually scared to get married now. Because marriage is a benefit for a woman, it's a curse for a man. Because she can divorce you and take all your stuff. Or not half of your stuff. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do. She can wake up one day and you ain't even got to be married. You can be in a relationship. You can pull all into it. That's what a woman and a man. She can wake up one day, or he can wake up one day and be like, you know what? I don't even want this no more. And your heart is into it, but they go out and be with somebody else, and now you left on the side looking like a chicken with his head cut off. That's why you got to be careful in this world, because if the world is heartless and we're in this world, don't you think you're going to be heartless like the world? Let's just be honest, man. Relationships back in the days when we was with our parents and we were younger, that was a beautiful thing. In some cases, not all. If the ones that didn't have it, hey, look, my heart goes out to y'all. I feel sorry for. I'm not here to put nobody down. But you don't see that stuff anymore. Women want to beat the men out of money. The men want to beat the women out of money. Remember, it's now it's like a freaking rat race. For the ones that just came in, how everybody doing? But I seen this thing on I think it was TikTok or Instagram. It was one of them. When the ladies was sitting down and was like, if this guy can't pay your bills, leave him. Okay. You thinking, okay, well, maybe she do need help. No, she said, pay your bills. And she took it back and said, no, if he can't pay all your bills, every bill you get, if he can't pay it, get rid of him. So now you're using me for a cash register or an ATM. And we get so wrapped up in these women. You got some guys that'll actually do it. And what happens when you do it? All the women come together and say, oh, you got you a good man. No, that's not a good man. That's a fool. You got you a fool, bro. That's what you got. You got a fool. You got a simp. Because everything you do is to benefit her. You out there breaking your neck so she can keep her car. How many times we heard that? I know guys today that been down that road. My lights got cut off, but yours is on. No, homie, guess what? I'm not gonna be in the dark. So the way you was paying your bills before you met me, now that you met me, now your lights go off. You better think of something. It's just time for brothers to start waking up, and it's also time for sisters to start waking up. Stop dealing with these no good dudes, man. To all my sisters out there, please stop dealing with these no good dudes. Leave the Pookies and Ray Rays on the front of Walgreens and the corner stores. Stop running to these guys. These guys get you knocked up. You know he's not going to be there. You know he's going to have abundance of women. You know this, but like they always say, chicks dig scars. And it shouldn't be like this. Get you a decent man out of this. Get you something decent out the deal. Get you somebody that's gonna love you for you, not just because you got a big booty and you got big breasts and you're eye candy when he take you out and everybody looking at you. You're like, yeah, man, this my. But don't give a crap about you. There's no fun in that. So please leave these no good dudes alone. Just like I said, it goes both ways. To the sisters, leave these guys alone. To the brothers, leave these women alone that like dressing half naked, man, because there's trouble for you. Why do you say it's trouble for me, Pico? I ain't gotta wear it. Let me break it down to you. And I said this before. She's out there, her cheeks is out. She's half naked. She's a thick one. Y'all walking down the street, y'all gonna be mad in y'all business. And somebody be like, man, she thick. Okay, those are just words. But what happens if you're walking past a group of guys and somebody smack on her butt? And I know what the people gonna say, well, she ain't gotta have that on just to get a smack on the butt. No, you're right, but temptation is pleasing. You're tempting that. That's what they call it, temptation, because you're tempting people. Bam, man, she fine, man. Bam, smack on her butt. She turn around, what you do that for? Why don't be hitting me on my butt? You like, man, dude, don't be hitting on my girl. What do you think they're gonna do? Newsflash, it ain't gonna be pretty. People out here are waiting on somebody to say something crazy to them so they can get rid. They're just waiting. They pray, please God, let this dude say something crazy to me so I can blast him. You put your own self in danger. You putting your life in danger and you putting his life in danger. But for some strange reason, people don't look at it like that. Oh, she can wear what she want to wear. No, she can't. Now you in the house and it's just my eyes. You can walk around this board naked, do push-up and jumping jacks all day. But no, you can't do that, because if you're bringing that type of energy to your relationship, first of all, that's your guy. You're making him look bad. That's disrespect. That's like a man walking down the street with his girlfriend, holding her hands and kissing on her and hugging and kissing her jaw and saying, "Ah, baby, you look so beautiful," and there ain't nothing wrong walking down the street. And they like, man, what's wrong with you? And he got his penis unzipped. And he walking down the street with his penis out. If you can accept your cheeks out, you can accept that. So don't say nothing. And a girl come back and be like, dang, look at that, and grab on it. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Just be like, you know what? Hey, I had it coming. So how do you think we feel? How? It's the same way. It's the exact same way, because what you do in relationships, you do when you marry. Just because you marry your man, that you're not going to say, oh, guess what? I can't wear a mini dress no more. Only smart women think like that. You shouldn't want that type of attention in your life. Like I said before, everything we do comes with a consequence. You're going to have a good consequence or you're going to have a bad consequence. Just like Jigsaw, the choice is yours, man. And we all got choices. All of us got choices. It's up to us to do the good thing or it's up to do the bad thing. But when it comes to the black community, guess what? I see more of us doing the wrong thing. Can people get their life together? Yes, they can. People make mistakes, but guess what? You got to learn from that mistake and be sure never to do it again. If I'm known for beating up women, but I'm the handsomest guy in the world, and I got big cars, I got hella money, and I'm known to smack women and punch them, and everybody knows my repertoire. Everybody knows. Why in God's green earth you gonna try to break your neck to get with me? You think I ain't gonna punch you neither? But these are the choices that some women make. Oh, he ain't gonna do it to me. He ain't gonna cheat on me. Yes, he is. Yeah. Let's just be honest. Yes, he is. Because if a man finds a woman and he falls in love with that woman and he try to do right for her, that don't happen with every woman we get. It just don't. And sometimes women get in relationships thinking they can change people. You can't change that man, girl, just like he can't change you. It don't work like that. It'll never work like that. All these years done passed and it ain't never worked like that yet. So what makes you think you gonna be the woman of the year? No, it ain't gonna work like that. So that's on y'all. You can't say, oh, he led me on. Baby, you 36, you 40 years old. How can I lead you on? I told you through the door. I ain't looking for nothing special. You know, we can do our thing, whatever. Okay. If you keep that on the straight and narrow, we shouldn't have a problem with each other. We shouldn't. But just because you having sex with a guy, that don't automatically give you a green card to give it to him and say, hey, you my boyfriend now. No, and he be like, no, we ain't. You can't get mad at him. You can't. You wanted to have sex with him just as bad as he wanted to have sex with you. But this is what happened when you judge with your feelings. Nobody told you it was gonna be me and you anyway. You just took it upon yourself because you think that me and you meeting up and having sex sometime, whatever, or we going out or something, and you got your feelings involved. Oh, I'm your boyfriend now. No, I'm not your boyfriend. No. So, what are we? We're nothing. We're nothing. You're you and I'm me. So, like I said earlier, to the ladies, stop falling for these no good brothers. To the brothers, stop falling for these no good ladies, because now there was once a time that brothers hold the platform for cheating. It's not like that anymore. Women cheat just as much as men do now. Women are sneaky about it. Men are clumsy about it. I'm not saying this goes for everybody, but yeah. So there you have it. Cuz, what's good? What's good, cuz? How you feeling, man? Thanks for joining. And thanks for watching. Ooh, excuse me. So, our culture is so much beautiful than what we portray our culture to be. It is. They always give us the negative parts of culture. Well, the twerking, this comes from your ancestors, and rapping, that's our no, that's not your culture. Rapping is music. That's not the type of music we had back in the days of old. It wasn't Moses wasn't a rapper. MCM, DJ David, or Lil Goliath. No, there wasn't that. Oh, thanks, cuz. Appreciate you, man. No, that's not our culture. The only culture us black folks supposed to have is getting closer to the Lord. That's culture. Read your Bible more, because guess what? That's our culture, because our people were God-fearing people that read Bibles and stuff. God gave them knowledge to write the Bible, so therefore that makes it our culture. But we pushed all that out the way and said, hey, give me all the rest of the stuff. Brothers hating each other. Unaliving people. Women out there unaliving people. People stealing each other cars, and they having shootouts, and like in the Western days. We are so lost, it's ridiculous. So what happens to the other people? They sit back and laugh at you. There go them niggas again. But they told us what? Let's join hands and sing We Shall Overcome. And they ain't overcame yet. Not yet. Nope. I remember when I was in school, we would sing that in the assembly halls and stuff, and went to school, moved out of that neighborhood, came over here, still singing We Shall Overcome. They put a whole new freaking lakefront up there, a whole new downtown, and we still sing We Shall Overcome. You're not going to overcome. So deal with it. Only person can help you overcome. Only person that's going to help you overcome is the person not the person, the being you running away from. And that's the Most High. He's the only one that's going to help you out of this. But we don't want that because he don't work fast enough for us. So that's why the world is crazy. No, correction. I ain't gonna say the world, but the world is crazy. That's why most black people are crazy. Women want to be numero uno, and the guys want to be, well, you know what? I can't say this. No, she can do what she want to do. No, she can't. And I'll have words with any woman that think they can. If you're in a relationship, you're trying to get your life together. No, if you say that God sent me a man, and if that man trying to put you on track, who the heck are you to say he can't do that? But guess what? This is the stuff that we're missing. Remember that the topic I had before? And a man comes to you and he sees value in you, and he wants to give you love and treat you right. You should want to change for that guy. You should want to. If you say, you know what, baby, I don't feel comfortable with you wearing that anymore. You shouldn't be like, oh, it's my body. I'm a woman. Fear me. I can wear what I want to wear. Just leave, man. Because you're fighting a battle you'll never win. But this is what the independent modern woman thing taught our sisters. Look at them now. Look at them. But then again, if you say something about it, well, you're always talking about women, because women are the problems that we see now. If I was back in the days when brothers was out of hand, the drug thing was going on, I would say the same thing about them. I would say the same thing. Remember, men never said, I don't need a woman. Women say they don't need men. And how you going to, once again, you can't go against the grain what the Creator put us here for. I never say that. Oh, I'm independent. I'm making all this money. I don't need no woman. No. So if I shouldn't say it, you should say the same thing. But guess what it do? Guess where it comes from? It comes from the raising their mothers raised them to be. Because their mother relationships didn't work out. Their mother had countless boyfriends and they all didn't work out. Now, the mother grew up to hate men, and now she raises her daughter saying, you don't need none of this. You don't need none of this. And like I said before, all the men that women dated in their life, and all the men women dated, and all the, wait, am I saying that right? I think I'm confused. Well, y'all know what I'm trying to say. If you're a man and you date a lot of women, if you're a woman and you date a lot of men, and all of them relationships go bad, it's not them, it's you. I mean, they all went bad. Sit down and analyze yourself like, man, you know what? Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I do need to shut the heck up sometimes. Maybe I do think I'm all that, and I'm really not. Maybe I am trying to play high post for the low income. Think about these things. Think about it. I've yet to see most women don't take accountability for what they do, because men have, like I said this before, men have ego. Now I wouldn't argue with no woman about that. Men have an ego. It's a testosterone thing. Women have pride. Okay? You know what the other side of pride is? Shame. Women do not like to feel shame. That's why they can never really apologize for when they're wrong. Because it's this thing in him that, hey, no, you're wrong, but you're not wrong. A guy will say, how can I make this relationship work faster than the woman say, well, you know what? I was wrong. How can we make this better? They will say nothing. Because remember, it's always a man's fault. No matter what it is, it's always a man's fault. I'll go out and cheat on you. Why did you do it? Your dog, I said this before, your dog, you this, you bogus, and then she got her friends, her cookie crew back there. I told you he wasn't none. He told you he wasn't this, that, blah, blah, blah. Let the script flip. He catch her. Why did you cheat on me? You wouldn't spend enough time with me. We saw that from Will and Jada. Remember what she told Will? I just wanted to feel special. That ain't no freaking reason to lay down and have sex with another man because you wanted to feel special. Why? But then again, at the same time, they say women grow up fast, women mature faster than men. In most cases, no, they don't. Women are no different than children. Women don't get their way, they pout. Who else pout when they don't get their way? Children. Come on, man. Let's just be honest about it. I'm not saying all women. You have a lot of good women out there. But y'all know the ones I'm talking about. Y'all know them exes we done had that say, put me first. Y'all know this. I'm not making this stuff up. So there you have it. I would never make nothing up that just coming out of the top of my head. No, that's not going to happen. That's not me. Love me or hate me, it is what it is. But I'm going to always tell the truth. I don't care who feelings I hurt. I'm not here to spare anybody's feelings in the first place. If you don't like the content, with all due respect, just be like, you know what, Pico, we cool, but I don't want to watch your stuff no more. And they have a name for that. It's called guilt. If you want to jump on a bandwagon and say, well, you always talking about women, check yourself before you say that. Do your research and say, you know what, since he always talking about women, let me see what's going on. Go surf the web, and then you come back and talk to me, be like, you know what, all that stuff you said, that was a lie. I wouldn't have no problem. But if you have your own black sisters talking to their own black sisters about what y'all need to do to keep men in y'all life, and y'all need to change y'all dress code and act like women, then I must be on to something. Yet, like I said before, if I see it, I'll talk about it. But I don't see too much bad things when it comes to relationships about men. I don't. I'm not saying it don't happen. It happens. But I don't see it. You don't see men dressing provocative and wearing tight clothes. And not gonna say tight clothes, wearing their booties and stuff out. I'm talking about straight men. You don't see that. You don't see straight men out there twerking on every guy. You don't see that. If they are, you know who they are. Those are the other people. But you don't see it. But if me, a black man, address a black woman that we're from the same ancestors, I can't say nothing about y'all. I just supposed to sit here and take it. Guess what? I got daughters just like y'all do. Y'all should chastise y'all daughters just like a man chastises his son. There is no limit when you have kids. You can't be lenient, cold. I got daughters. No. You tell them just like you told your son. Tell them the same thing. If not, you got to be worse on them because they can go out and get pregnant. Like my mother used to tell us when we were younger. It's different from a man and a woman. A man can go out and have sex with a woman, get her pregnant, and leave. You got to stay with that baby. Men can't get pregnant. So, in a nutshell, that only means choose wisely. Don't fall in love with nobody because they got good sex. That's stupid. What about his man? Is he smart? Is he a God-fearing man? Can he talk with a smooth? Well, I ain't gonna say smooth. Can he talk with a respectful tongue to you? Do he respect his elders? Do he respect his mama? Do he respect his father? Even if the father ain't in the house? Do he? But these are the ones that y'all run to. Cuss his mama out like they gangbang, just cuss her out. Beat all the women up he done dealt with. You see how you be in the car with him, he go over his kids' mother's house, pick up, they have an argument, they start fighting. But these are the people that y'all drawn to. Drama. Not Pico. I don't like drama. I never did and I never will. I'm a peaceful guy. But yet I still see more of my beautiful black sisters going down a road that they don't want to go down because they have nobody to teach them. And I'll tell you why they don't have nobody to teach them. In most cases, if the father's not in the house, the father have no say on how to raise that child in the house, but that's still his kid. That's why kids run to the mother first before they run to the father, because they know the mama gonna be along with that stuff. Pops ain't going for it. He ain't going for it. See, I had it bad because both my parents weren't going for it, so I ain't had nowhere to run to. Mama, I'm pregnant. What's the first thing they say? Don't tell your daddy. You already know Pop's gonna have a fit. But that's what happened when you got the buddy system with your daughters. That's that man's kid too. That's his kid too. You had it for him. Put it that way. I was watching I think it was TikTok, and it was these women talking about mothers and fathers. She was like, if a couple break up, husband or wife, I'll just say husband or wife, they break up, the mother should get rewarded the child. And the guy was like, why would you say that? She said, because we carried the child for 9 months. And in other words, we know more about raising the child than the man do. And the guy was like, let me tell you something. If I go to a pop machine, okay, and I put money in there, and I hit the button, and the pop comes out, whose pop is it? She like, it's your pop. He like, I rest my case. Think about it. That made so much sense. Yeah, look, because they've been running all their lives, man. They should be tired of running now. This is no stab at sisters. It was never about a stab at sisters in the first place. But when a man grows and his knowledge, his awareness expands, and he can see the dark side of where y'all going, and he like, hey, you ain't gotta do that. They don't want it. They don't want it. Women like bad dudes because they're bad. Let's just be honest about it. That's why you got more Pookies and Ray Rays can sleep with 5 blocks of women, and you got a basic guy, he can't even get a woman at all. Let's just be honest. Every woman I dealt with had a bad guy in their life. But every woman I dealt with, they wasn't bad. And we know these women. We know these women. Or he was this, he was that, he was a thug. They like evil men because they're evil. They want to coexist with a man. Baby, look, you can do what you want to do. You can wear that little dress. You can do this. You can do that. You can pop your butt in front of other men or twerk on other men as long as you come home to me. That's what you call a weak man. He's weak as water. And I don't care what they say. Well, you know what? She grown. Yeah, she grown just like you grown. But one of y'all cats got to have some sense. One of y'all got to have some sense, man. You shouldn't want no other man touching on your girlfriend or your wife. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. It's common sense, man. But weak men fall for anything. Draw your own conclusions, people. Draw your own conclusions. And it's not going to get better. And I can't stress this enough. It's not going to get better. I'm not talking about any other race. I'm talking about the black race. It's not going to get better unless we vote. No, that's not the way to go. It's not going to get better unless we put a black congressman or black. No, don't care about none of that stuff. It's not going to work for us until we get back to God. the Most High. That's the one way, the only way. So you can put anybody in office. Remember when Obama got in office? Everybody, oh yeah, hey, this, that, and God put him in the office, and he said, hey, guess what? I'm finna run again, and he made the big speech. Remember, God put him in the office, made the big speech, and guess what he said? I'm gonna legalize gay marriage. Guess what? That wasn't God. So God didn't put him in office. But that's it for today, man. Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Pico the City Brown. Follow me on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. One-on-one Talk PTSD. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Hit the notification button. You can follow me on TikTok at Pico City. Hit that follow button on TikTok. This your boy. I'm out of here saying take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Pray more and keep God first because we need him, people. And once again, this show was not a stab at women. This show was not a stab at men. This show was I dedicated this show to the brothers and sisters because we need to get it together. I'm out of here. Hey, feel free to leave comments. Feel free to share it. Hey, hit that like button, guys. After the show or before I end it, whatever, hit that like button, man. And I'm out of here. This is Pico the City Brown signing off saying take care of yourself and each other. I'm out.